Spare as the self-pity. Devastated, Harry teary plea to let him back at his family. Titled Spare, the Duke of Sussex's book has been described as raw, unflinching honesty, and that it will be filled with insight, revelation, self-examination, and hard-won wisdom. Because he's a person who's alive and aware of the world, Prince Harry most definitely realises that his upcoming memoir Spare could add more stress to his already strained relationship with the rest of the royal family. Royal editor Russell Myers claimed many members of the firm are furious about the bombshell tell-all. The king would not be the only person to be absolutely furious, looking at the situation that's played out over the last few years. The journalist pointed out that Harry and his wife Meghan Markle have pretty much got what they wanted and yet have just been trashing the royal family. They wanted to leave. They've earned a huge amount of money, hundreds of millions of dollars in the process, and yet they've just been trashing the family. They've been pretty much trying to get everything their own way. Myers continued, "One would have thought that they would have just disappeared into the Californian sunset, been happy to make a bit of money and just forge their own life. But no. Not only has Meghan been railing against the treatment when she was in the royal family for such a brief period of time, we now have Harry's book to look forward to. Though Harry has apparently been doing everything he can behind the scenes to avoid that possibility becoming a reality. Prince Harry's forthcoming memoir could be seen as score settling and a move to get back at his family. I suppose we'll just have to wait and see. Harry's been working hard to strike a balance that will hopefully minimise the fallout caused by the book. According to the source, the balancing act that Harry's been working on also includes staying true to his principles and trying to keep the publishers of his memoir, Penguin Random House, happy at the same time. Sky News host Paul Murray responded, "If Harry thinks this is victimhood, then he needs to look around." Oh, is that all? That all sounds like three very easy things to achieve simultaneously, since the goals of the royal family, the book publisher, and Harry are all probably not diametrically opposed at all. But seriously, this sounds nearly impossible, and the idea of trying to please, or even just not deeply upset all of those groups of people at once, is stressful just to think about. Royal expert Omid Scobie added that while Harry's book Spare gives a sympathetic overview of his life and thoughts, it could still cause irrevocable damage to the firm's reputation. Palisades recently told me about the genuine fear amongst senior members that this book will cause irrevocable damage to reputations and relations. But for Harry, Spare's larger intention appears to make that risk worth taking. In addition to the people-pleasing juggling act Harry's attempting to pull off with the memoir, the source points out that he's also struggled with the actual content of the book, which digs into some of the most traumatic moments from his life, including the death of his mother, Princess Diana. It's been a very rough process, and very difficult for him to recount certain traumatic events from his childhood. Thankfully, the royal book tea spiller insisted that Harry didn't feel rushed and finished the manuscript on his own terms, and that he had a great ghostwriter and edit team to work with, so we can all breathe at least a partial sigh of relief for his mental health during the writing and editing process.